Deep beneath the surface of the earth, a group of researchers worked inside a quiet cave. They didn't expect to find anything unusual, until something ancient woke up. Hidden for centuries, a strange flying creature was set free. And not just one, many. The creatures, sharp-winged and blind, hunted sound. They tore through the team, killing everything that moved, and flew out into the world above. Far away, a girl named Ally lived with her family. She had lost her hearing in a car crash, but over time, she learned to live in silence. Her father Hugh, her mother Kelly, her little brother Jude, and her grandmother Lynn lived with her. Their life was quiet and peaceful until the news began to spread. People were dying, cities were falling. The government gave only one piece of advice: stay silent. Make no sound, or they'll come for you. Ally knew that noisy cities wouldn't be safe for long. She told her family they should leave. Hugh agreed. His best friend Glenn came with them, bringing weapons to help. Together, they packed what they could and set off into the countryside. The roads were already packed with people trying to escape. Fear was everywhere. Some drivers began turning violent. One man tried to hijack their car, but Glenn stopped him with a gun. The danger wasn't just the creatures, it was people too. When the roads became impossible to cross, Glenn took another path through the woods. But their luck didn't hold. His car crashed into a herd of deer and flipped. Glenn was still alive, but trapped inside. Hugh tried to pull him out, but there wasn't enough time. Their barking dog Otis was making too much noise. The creatures were close. Glenn told Hugh to leave him behind. And as the family ran, Glenn fired his gun, drawing the creatures away so they could survive. Otis was left behind too. It was a painful choice, but it saved them. Now on foot, they moved quietly through the trees. But their grandmother was sick and weak, and her coughing made noise. They had to keep moving, so they looked for a safe place to rest. They found a quiet house with high fences, but the woman inside didn't understand what was happening. She spoke out loud, and in seconds the creatures found her. She didn't survive. The family snuck into the house through a storm drain. Inside, things seemed calm again, but the danger wasn't over. A rattlesnake slithered near young Jude. Its rattling tail made sound, and the creatures came again. One attacked Kelly, biting her leg. Hugh turned on a loud woodchipper to distract them. As the monsters flew toward the machine, they were shredded to pieces. For a moment, they were safe. But Kelly's wound was getting worse. To save her, Hugh and Ally had to find medicine. They went into town, walking through quiet streets and empty shops. At one store, they found what they needed, but also something horrible. Inside the bodies of the dead, they saw the monsters had laid eggs. Then they met a man without a tongue. He was part of a strange religious group, a cult that believed the creatures were holy. Ally and Hugh left quickly, returning home with the medicine just in time. Kelly survived. But their trouble wasn't over. Ally spoke to her boyfriend Rob through a silent chat. He told her his parents were gone, but he had heard of a place far to the north where people were still safe, a place called the refuge. It was cold there. Cold enough that the creatures couldn't survive. But before they could leave, the cult found their home. Their leader wanted Ally to join them. Hugh tried to fight them off. At night the cult returned, sending a little girl to their door. She looked innocent, but hidden under her clothes were ringing phones, loud enough to call the monsters. The creatures attacked. The cult kidnapped Ally and tried to take her away. But her grandmother, dying from cancer and already close to the end, stepped outside and screamed. Her voice brought the creatures. They killed the cult members, and Lynn too. She gave her life to save Ally. It was a moment of pain, but also love. Ally escaped. Her family fought back, and together they killed the cult leader. The silence returned. The danger passed, for now. Weeks later, the family made it north. The snow was thick, the air cold. At last, they found the refuge. Ally reunited with Rob. Together, they learned to survive in this new world, using bows and arrows to hunt the creatures in the snow. As she looked out at the quiet forest, Ally thought about the future. Maybe the creatures would change. Maybe they'd learn to survive the cold. But maybe humans would change too. Learning to live in silence, like she already had.